Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Phase 1, introduce myself. My name is Rendy Mardta, and I am student of Office Administration Education class 2016. And I will present my thesis entitled "The Effect of Entrepreneur Knowledge Certification and Family Environment on Student Entrepreneur Interest Fakultas of Economy Jakarta Status University." Next. Next, chapter 1, family. Next, background issue, point 1, employment rate and employment inequality. Point 2, how to solve employment problem. Next, employment rate and employment inequality. One is the increased number of Indonesian population is not controlled, so there are many problems. One which is the lack availability of job or the is employment when compared to job seekers with the job opportunity. Many job seekers are found for the field which cause employment to increase over time. In addition to disponibility of employment with those looking for work, the case of employment are still not commonly overcome due to competition between domestic work and foreign work. This case be the opening of the MEA, so the competition occur between workers from within the country and foreign workers, where the employment opportunity is not comparable to the of job seekers. From the impact of the MEA, the available job opportunity require a workforce that can organize work and technology. Next slide. How to solve the unemployment problem. 1. Education. Education is in one solution to support the delay in employment that occurs in the country. Higher education is the highest education institution in the formal education, but which is formed for human resource development effort. Therefore, education will be realized toward graduates who have good competence, centrally skill, good competitive power. So, this has direct impact the economic growth of the country. Next, entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is the spirit, attitude, behavior, ability, and person in handling a business or activity that lead to effort to find, create, implement new ways of working, technology, and product be increased in order to profit better service and the obligation get profit, which entrepreneur must be able to see opportunity, analyze opportunity, and they be able to make decision to have benefit that are reserved for him or software environment. Next, this education and entrepreneurship is a solution to improve the economy and reduce employment because most the workforce is looking for work in company or institution, and if you want to start entrepreneurship due to lack interest, knowledge, and support from people around them. Next slide. Next slide is pre-research. Pre-research and my thesis. Pre-research my thesis is management and accounting student in 2017 and 2028. The pre-research four factor in impact to interest interest internship. One, efficacy self-efficacy, knowledge internship. Three, family environment. For the interest. Next, formulation of the problem. Formulation problem is one in the any influence of entrepreneurship knowledge on student interest in entrepreneurship. Two is the any influence of self-efficacy on student entrepreneur interest. 3 is the any influence of the family environment on the entrepreneurial interest of student. 4 in the any influence of entrepreneurial knowledge, self-efficacy, and in family environment on student entrepreneurial interest. Next slide. Next slide. Research purpose. 1. The influence of entrepreneurship knowledge on a student interest in entrepreneurship. And 2. The effect of self-efficacy on a student entrepreneurship interest. And 3. The influence of the family environment on student entrepreneurship interest. For in the influence of entrepreneurship knowledge, self-efficacy, and a family environment on a student interest in entrepreneurship. Okay, next is chapter 2, theoretical study. 1. Entrepreneurship knowledge. According to Nasution Pangabean, entrepreneurship knowledge is the totality of what is known about all forms of information thought the five senses and the mind, which is the process and the process in the cognitive domain in the form of memory and understanding of the effort to build a value with the ability and goals take the risk rationally and logically in dealing with business for opportunity to success. And next theory, self-efficacy. Self-efficacy, according Safety and Mashkur, self-efficacy in attitude of feeling of confidence is in one ability, so the is not the action in action can feel free to do what he likes and responsibility for the action and has the drive to excel. Next is theory family informant. Family informant, according to Sando, the family informant is main informant for children. It is said be the main informant for children because in the family most of the children life are in the family informant. So the most education which the children is in the family environment. The next, interest entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship, according to Rahayu and Avanjaya, interest in entrepreneurship is desire, interest, and the willings of individual toward the idea to work hard or have a strong will to try fully their need. Without being afraid of the risk, the will core can accept challenge, believe self-creative and innovation, and have the ability and skill to have success. And next slide, theoretical framework. X1 a year. In primary research, we stated the knowledge affect interest in entrepreneurship. It means the interest in entrepreneurship we incur if entrepreneurial knowledge is the entrepreneurial knowledge the higher to interest entrepreneurship. X1 or Y to Y. In his research, Laila explained the in his study subjective norm, entrepreneurial attitude, and self-efficacy, and the positive influence in growing the interest in entrepreneurship. X X3 area, according to Maftuha Shotman, the person is behavior strongly influenced by social norma, namely pressure and encouragement from one close social environment to perform behavior the case in we are intention to become entrepreneur. The close social environment in question is the family environment in the community environment where the person lives except to X1, X2, and X3 or Y. In the research Mafsuha and Swatman, self-efficacy, family, environment, and the entrepreneurial knowledge have this significant effect on internet support. Be finding in the field, namely student entrepreneur interest, is a formal form self-efficacy or within be student self-confident in carrying out the tasks they have been given, with the support of the family that has influenced type work children in the future. So the family can be used as guide development children certainly. Next, chapter 3 research and method. Research and method was one research place started University of Jakarta. Research method, quantitative method and using questionnaire. Next, relationship constellation. Ini is the equation is me by me. Okay, next, population and sampling. Population in study, we are students of the Faculty of Economy, State University of Jakarta. In the 2070 and 28 batch, we consist of the 438 students in management and accounting. The sampling technique uses a simple random sampling using the Solving-Hume formula with a margin of error 5%. So number of sample is 209 people. Next, entrepreneurial knowledge versus instrument. One indicator is a knowledge of the business to be start, knowledge of the ruler responsibility, knowledge of personality and self-ability, knowledge of business management organization. Next, self-efficacy research instrument. Indicator text difficulty level, the power of rate, and generally two table question point, three table score. Isor. Next, family environment research instrument. Indicator family function, present attitude and treatment of children, economic status, and 2 point, two table question point, and three table user. Next, entrepreneur interest research instrument. Indicator feeling happy, a person relationship, someone attention, someone involvement, and two table question point, three table result. Okay, next. Data analysis technique. The data analysis technique used in the research is regression analysis B using SPSS version 25110 program. The steps in analysis the data include 1. Analysis of recommended tests. 2. Classic association test. 3. Multiple regression equation. 4. Hypothesis testing. 5. Coefficient of determination analysis. Okay, thanks for watching my video. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.